Hello for the first time, or welcome back, whichever one applies to you. That's the intro that I want you to use for this video. So in the past, and I will link those down below, I have done some videos talking about the first Ghost Rider, the first Hulk, and now I want to go into a different place in time. Let's talk about Old Man Logan. This is one of my favorite parts of the Old Man Logan story. It's actually the conclusion, but it is so interesting that I couldn't skip over it. And if you guys are interested, I will definitely go back and cover the full story and figure out how we got here. But did you guys know that the Hulk Bruce Banner ate Old Man Logan? I mean, like ate him up, ate him. Let's talk about it. So I'll leave this scrolling here in case you want to pause it and read it really quickly, but to give you a super oversimplified synopsis of what happened, about 50 years ago, all of the supervillains got together and combined their powers in unique ways that would overwhelm all of the superheroes. Logan, or Wolverine, was overwhelmed actually by Mysterio, who convinced him that he was seeing supervillains and was fighting them and stabbing them to death. However, it was actually the X-Men, which this entire story is amazing. The way that all of that plays out is awesome. If you guys want to know the full Old Man Logan story, I will absolutely cover that, but I definitely want to get to the Hulk parts of the story. So what happened is all of the supervillains carved up America into these different spots. So you have Hulkland, you have Doctor Doom has a piece, the Kingpin has a piece, the Red Skull has a piece. It's wild. And the Hulk gang are landlords, and Logan was not able to pay his rent, so they paid his family a visit while he was out on an adventure during the events of Old Man Logan, and they killed his family, which he did not take kindly to. So that's where the story begins when we start off here. So this starts off with two of the Hulk gang taking a bath because they are covered in blood, and one of them just disappears, to which the other one turns around and he's like, "Rufus, where are you?" And he just sees him in pieces. And then he turns back around and he just sees Wolverine, Old Man Logan, pop right out of the water, and I imagine just cuts him into pieces as well. Then this cuts over to more of the Hulk gang in Stark's bar, in which case Wolverine jumps through the window after cutting out all the lights, and he just starts to rip everybody into pieces. He is taking no prisoners. Now this cuts over to more of the Hulk gang at Hef's mansion, and that has turned into a brothel of sorts, although I don't believe that there's any consent that's going on, and these guys are quote unquote thanking the owner for allowing them in. And as they go outside, because they stole the Fantastic car, they go outside to go back to their vehicle, and Logan is standing right in front of it, waiting for them to tell him what they did. And now this finally cuts back to Banner's lair. Now we are at the heart of the Hulk gang, and Bruce Banner, turns out this was his plan. This is exactly what he wanted to happen, because see, Bruce Banner doesn't want to be this crazy landlord. He doesn't want to do any of that. He just wants to fight. He wants to fight Wolverine, and Wolverine was one of his greatest foes. He was one of his greatest combatants, to be said. They were partners, but he was one of the people that could actually stand up to him and fight with him, and that's what he wants. So he's done all of this just to piss off Wolverine, so he will come and fight him. And come and fight him he does, because Wolverine pulls up with the Fantastic car and drives straight through the Hulk gang, with one of them just tied up to it with all of the C4, and he blows the entire encampment into pieces. Then out of the smoke and fire comes Logan running through screaming, "I'm just here to kill you people!" And that he does, until he gets to the mouth of the cave and he calls out for Bruce Banner. "Banner, get out of here!" And Banner's like, "Will you be quiet? You're gonna wake the baby." And now this is something that I haven't seen too often, but Bruce Banner also having super strength. And I think that this is a little bit because of like the radiation poisoning. His strength was actually augmented by being the Hulk for so very long. But this turns into a knockdown, drag-out fight where he's actually explaining to Wolverine what he was doing. And he's saying that people think that he went crazy, and this is like kind of a gross, weird part, because I don't even understand why they put this little detail in there, but he said that who else was I gonna mate with besides my first cousin? That's right, Jenny She-Hulk is the mother of all the Hulk gang because she was the only one with a body physically capable of handling the Hulk, which, ew. I like this part right here a lot because there's a cow that's like been impaled in all the carnage, and Bruce Banner picks up the cow to throw it at Wolverine, and Wolverine just cuts through the cow, and the cow is just looking like, Jesus, what did I do? And right then we get cut, and then stabbed, 3 claws right through the chest. But this is Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk, so you know what's coming next. He hulks out. And he says the line,
"You shouldn't have made me angry, Logan. People piss themselves when I get angry."
And then we turn the page and he eats him. He eats him. So we fast forward 12 hours and we see all the carnage and destruction that was caused by Wolverine. And one of Bruce Banner's grandchildren, Billy Bob, is the only one in the family left. And he's trying to make his way back into the cave. And he's like, what's going on? Did Wolverine really end our entire family? And Bruce Banner's like, yeah, he did, and I ate him. And then the Hulk just says that they're gonna go back and get more women from the brothel and just start over. But as he's doing this, he starts to double over in pain and his stomach starts to hurt. And Billy Bob is like, what's going on? Are you okay? And he's like, oh, my guts, Jesus, my guts. And he doubles over out of the chair that he was sitting in. Then Billy Bob asks a really important question. He goes, wait a minute, did you say that you ate Wolverine? And he goes, yeah, no big deal. We've been eating our foes for years. And he goes, yeah, but none of them had a healing factor. And that's when Hulk realizes what's going on. And he goes, you gotta be kidding me. Because at that moment, Wolverine claws his way through the Hulk's back, destroying him. And he turns to Billy Bob and he goes, give me all of your clothes right now, and I'll let you live a little bit longer. And then Billy Bob's like, okay, as long as you just leave me and the baby alone. And he's like, what makes you think that I'm gonna leave the baby? The Hulk took my family away. It's only fair that I take his. So then we cut from there a month later, and Logan is finally burying his family and showing respects to his family. And he starts to set off. You know, he's gonna go out and change this world. He's gonna go make a difference because he's got nothing to live for now. And everybody's telling him it's crazy, he's gonna get himself killed. And he's like, I don't care. But I do appreciate he didn't kill the baby. He took the baby with him. And he says he figures he's held his head down long enough. He's gotta go. And he literally rides off into the sunset. Well, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed that story. And if you did enjoy that, the conclusion, that's just one part of it. The Hulk storyline is just one aspect of the arc. So if you guys want me to cover the rest of the story, what's going on with Hawkeye and all the other people, I absolutely will. That'd be so much fun. But I love this series. It was a lot of fun. But thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.